Hello and welcome back everyone to this Warcraft replay. This is gonna be... Oh. Oh. This was already casted by Back to Warcraft. That's awkward. I did not see this on their YouTube channel, but I imagine they casted it on Twitch. My bad. Well, considering I already casted Game 1, I might as well just cast Game 2. I mean, hopefully they don't mind. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like there's a specific rule. It's just something that I like to follow. But yeah, this is gonna be game 2 of this best of 3 here from the Titanium Cup? Question mark. I'm definitely gonna put a question mark because there's just no English confirmation on the name, and it translates to Titanium Cup. So yeah. We'll go with that. Now, Yumiko spawning in as the blue human player in the top left. He'll be facing Xixi, the red night elf in the bottom right. So Yumiko playing just solid, like no nonsense. Nothing was really questionable on his side. He just reacted, you know, normally. And Xixi, on the other hand, got behind slightly, but he could have definitely came back. Just had to play safer, more conservatively, I guess, because he just didn't have the army to match up against Yumiko's. Attacking Yumiko's base when he's like 10 supply down was a little questionable because either Yumiko defends and forces you to TP, or he counterattacks, which he did, and yeah, trades those kind of trades. And I don't know what happened last game, honestly. I could have sworn that the Demon Hunter did not TP with the Naga Sewage. I think he just died at the base. I probably should have watched it again before casting this game, but honestly, I haven't casted in a week. I just want another series out by then. So yeah, that's basically my excuse, I guess. Demon Hunter out for Xixi. Yumiko is going for the Archmage. He's actually cleared out the Goldmine camp already, which is... Actually no, he hasn't cleared it out. Oh, okay. He just cleared out the Assassins, right? Blue guys are the Assassins? Oh no, Assassin and Warden, okay. He just cleared out the two trash at the back. Didn't fully clear it out. His expansion attempt is going to be delayed a little bit. Has plenty of militia actually, so he might be able to force the Demon Hunter to, you know, back off a little bit, you know? Demon Hunter is slightly away from level 2. He does have the Ring of Protection from...
A player's
which camp did he get it from?
Attack.
Which camp did he do? I have actually no idea which camp he did. But either way, he is going to fight, and he is going to be taking up that Immolation as his first ability there, so doing a lot of damage to those footmen. Of course, the problem with Immolation is that you have to be next to those footmen, and those footmen can literally just attack back, which is basically the main problem with Immolation. And of course it takes too much mana, but the secondary reason is, like, it doesn't really stop your opponent from attacking you. You just, right now the Demon Hunter is very low on mana and health, so
Player's forces are under attack.
yeah, he's kind of boned right now because he's gonna be forced to Moonwell back up and then try and get some kills. He didn't even get a kill during that exchange. Actually, no, he did. Strange, where did he get that kill? I guess a couple of kills were picked up by the archers, maybe? But either way, Immolation didn't really get the kill. It was those archers that picked it up, so... Interesting, interesting. Yumiko didn't place down the Town Hall just yet. And the Arcane Tower might actually fall. Depends on these footmen. Preventing those archers from actually doing anything. The Fin, of course, has been learned. and they should be able to mitigate the damage of those archers fairly nicely. Are we gonna have a surround on the Demon Hunter? We are actually gonna have a surround, and Demon Hunter is actually pretty low health there. Is gonna be forced to TP back home. Peasant gets picked up. I think 2 peasants, or maybe a fit peasant and footman, but either way, just not enough. It was not worth the TP scroll being burnt, and just so much momentum kind of being lost here. Expansion is going to be popped down for Yumiko. Of course, his tier 2 will be delayed slightly. Panda coming out second here, and he is going to go for a cheeky Breath of Fire there. Only level 1, it's going to take 2 or 3 more, honestly. Actually, no, it's going to take about 3 or 4 more to finish the job, and it seems like he might actually do it. 1 more Breath of Fire is available. Demon Hunter is very low health. Of course, Moonwells only had 1 night to recharge, and it's not Wellspring Moonwells, so it's going to take a while. Panda actually gets stuck, so he is going to die at level 1. Not sure if that's good or bad. Honestly, the Panda was out of mana, so he's kind of useless anyway. This is a really weird game. Xixi is losing a lot for this kind of pressure. Whether or not he's going to gain from this is a bit of a weird question. Yumiko's already done this town hall. Is at half health. Most of his peasants are going to get healed up with the healing scroll. I was going to say they were pretty low, but the healing scroll was popped, so that kind of gets negated. Really weird. So basically, Xixi is going to resort to just power farming, trying to catch up, trying to make his Demon Hunter, you know, scary machine, and try to catch up from this point, because he is definitely behind. He does have the advantage when it comes to tech, since he is starting to produce his tier 2 units. But yeah, he needs bears ASAP if he wants to finish the job, because Dryads should not be able to hold their own against all these footmen. So yeah, the time it takes to get bears might give enough window for Yumiko to just build his tier 2 army, which should still be rifle casters, which he did last game. And he is going to pressure the main base of Xixi here, I think. Oh, they're just gonna back out. Okay, so weird. I thought they were gonna go for some sort of pressure play, especially since the Archmage is distracting Xixi right now. Fashion has been spotted, so yeah, that's not going to go unnoticed, obviously. I'm not sure if Yumiko can actually punish it. When it comes to supply, 40 versus 43, he is only slightly ahead, and of course that is because he went for this expansion first. His tier 2 is still not done. So there is that. Oh, okay, a little weird there. Demon Hunter stopped because he lost vision of the Archmage most likely. Demon Hunter is just going to keep pressure on this Archmage, while the Panda should power farm it up by himself, get that, you know, juicy levels. Try to get 5 as quickly as possible. Footman yet again being chased away by those Dryads, so even though Footman can pretty much destroy Dryads if they go head to head, the existence of the Panda and I guess slow poison is just kind of hard to deal with, and Yumiko still playing Ring Around the Rosie with this Archmage.
A player's forces are under
Honestly,
attack.
at this point, she should realize that it is kind of fruitless chasing the Archmage, aside from, you know, keeping tabs on this particular hero.
The town is under
There's
siege.
probably no reason to keep chasing him around. Wand of Illusion gets dropped by the null overseer camp of this merchant. Yumiko, is he actually gonna pick up another Naga? That would be interesting. It would also be a little weird. Would it be? It puts a lot of pressure on Xixi, but I guess when it comes to cohesion, it's a little strange. Of course, we did see it last game, but last game kind of had a weird, not a weird, a pretty standard turn, so Naga's pretty good. I expected, honestly, a Mountain or something like that to come out this game, but yeah, maybe that was a little weird to expect. Naga is no means non-standard. It is pretty standard, but
Players force.
yeah, kind of interesting that it shows it over something else. One of the wind gets picked up, should get picked up by Yumiko there. I have no idea if he's going to keep this item or not. It's kind of 50-50. Players will either use it or sell it. Of course, that's the only way to use an item, but that tends to be the result, I think. Like half of the time people will sell it, half of the time people will use it. So yeah, that is going to be weird. Book of the Dead. So two very weak items getting dropped to both players. Book of the Dead is probably weaker than the Wand, but not necessarily powerful of an item, since Dryad should be able to abolish it by themselves. And here we go. One of the Wind actually going to enable a surround on the Demon Hunter, who has no form of escape and no TP scroll to get out of, so is just gonna get surrounded and killed there. So as soon as I was talking mad smack about that One of the Wind, he was able to surround the Demon Hunter and actually kill him off there. So maybe I shouldn't have talked so much of that One of the Wind. Maybe that wouldn't have happened. Who knows? I have no idea why the Demon Hunter is running around with no form of escape whatsoever.
A player's forces are under attack.
But that's it so far. Bears are out. They are massive trade. No upgrades whatsoever just yet. Over at Yumiko's side, he still has a plenty good number of footmen there, so they're making their resources worth, I guess. Riflemen are popping out as well. +1 attack upgrades. Priests are adept trained, so they do have access to Dispel.
A player's forces
yeah,
are
that's
under
it.
attack.
So far, no sorceresses. As soon as I say that, they are being queued up. And Spellbreakers should be following suit as well. Just rounding out that, almost impossible to beat human composition. I mean, it's like so well rounded, rifle casters, because you have access to 3 different casters, and riflemen just do a lot of damage, and yeah, pretty good composition, and humans have been using it for years, which is saying a lot. Red Trade Camp is going to get cleared out. Item is going to be whatever it's going to be. Rogue Magi +6 is going to be given over to the Nagasi, which of course can be given over to any of these 2 heroes here. Possible siege here onto the expansion of Xixi. It has mined about 1300 gold so far. But yeah, I don't know if Xixi can actually defend this. 77 versus 60, so 17 supply difference, in addition to the fact that we have a bunch of militia on the field as well, so yeah, towers are slowly being pushed in. Of course, the difference between army supply between human and night elves is that, like, night elves, they can bring wisps, but they just detonate themselves and then that's it. But humans can bring on a militia, and that's like a good 5 to 10 supply right there, so yeah, food supply is a little bit deceiving. Okay, here we go. Good number of bears, no roar just yet. Book of the Dead is going to be utilized by Xixi, but it instantaneously gets dispelled, so it doesn't really make an impact in this game. Panda is at level 4, but like, he hasn't really got off any devastating Drunken Fire combos there. There we go with the Drunken Fire. But that is pretty much it. Scroll of Healing kind of negated that AoE damage. We have a second Scroll of Healing available for the Nagasi, which it's just going really bad for Xixi hasn't really picked off any major targets here, and he is just being pushed away from his own base. 70 versus 54. Demon Hunter is extremely low health, and it seems like he is not even going to save himself, which is weird. Another Drunken Fire combo onto the Archmage, but there we go. Nagasi just popped yet another Scroll of Healing, and this is going to be an absolute massacre on to the red side here. Dryads, you can hear them just keep on falling. Fairy Dragons in the air, but like, honestly, there's barely any spells being cast, so Mana Flare is not particularly even helpful. Panda going for one more last ditch effort with the Breath of Fire, but he is extremely low health, and he even could get picked off by the Elemental there. Doesn't seem like it. He will be able to run away with decent-ish amount of health. Just be really careful coming back to this Elemental, but I guess Yumiko wasn't really paying attention to it. Slowly but surely this expansion should fall. Towers are slowly encroaching onto the territory of this expand, and yeah, it's not that good for Xixi right now. 39 versus 78. I mean, Xixi is literally half of Yumiko's armor supply now, which is like not even easy to do. I'm actually amazed that this game is still going on. Does Xixi think he can actually come back from this? Breath of Fire, Drunken Fire didn't really do much. Doesn't affect Spellbreakers, so you kind of ham-fisted there as well. Where is the Demon Hunter? I have no idea. Has he been revived yet? Doesn't seem like it. I'm not sure if who was it? Xixi is even going to attempt to revive his Demon Hunter. It looks pretty much GG, but he is sticking around. Panda just walking around here, not really doing much when it comes to attacking. Yeah, Panda is going to drop at level 4. Okay, so respectable levels. Respectable. Not going to be enough, however, as Yumiko is should be slowly encroaching to that high upkeep mark. Plenty of Spellbreakers, plenty of Priests, Sorceresses, his 2 heroes, of course. It's just going really good. His Riflemen are +1 still. No +2 shenanigans just yet. Where is the Blacksmith? There it is. Okay, so it's not doing anything, but I don't think it really matters. It seems like it's pretty much done. Okay, one Fairy Dragon trying to defend it all, but yeah, not going to do too much here. For a second, I thought that there was a second expansion for Yumiko because of so much blue on the map here, but I was wrong. That's just basically the army. I wouldn't be too surprised to see an expansion attempt from Yumiko because, you know, why not? But seems like Xixi kind of gave up, sitting on plenty of resources, but nothing's actually happening. He's reducing Fairy Dragons here. No heroes being trained up. No nothing. So I don't even know what he's doing. Blizzard? Weird. He's blizzarding his own lumber mill? Question mark? I honestly have no idea what's going on right now. Yumiko, I guess he's trying to pad his stats when it comes to damage dealt, but really certain it doesn't work that way. I have no idea what Xixi is doing. Producing one more bear. He has plenty of resources to revive his demon. I don't know why he's doing it. Okay, so both players just standing still. Yumiko can definitely just finish this off, but he chooses not to. A +2 attack upgrades for the Spellbreakers are underway. They are +1/+1 already. That's pretty much all that I can really say. Tome of Retraining, I'm a little confused as to why he still has the Tome of Retraining, even though he did just learn Blizzard. Yeah, this is a really weird turn of events right now, because nothing is literally happening. Fairy Dragons are continuing to be pumped out here by Xixi. Not sure how well Bears and Fairy Dragons will be able to do. Okay, more bears are popping in now. It's just weird. Just nothing happening. Okay. Yumiko keeps blizzarding his own stuff. I guess both players just conversed during the before the game and concluded that they must do something like this. It's really weird. Well, since nothing's literally happening, I'm just going to take a drink. Okay, well, Xixi is gathering up his bears/dragons in front of Yumiko, but what does this do? Okay, we're gonna have an attempted attack here, but one bear just quickly drops, not even in bear form, they're still in their druid form, which is amazing. No rejuvenate whatsoever because they can just get stolen. No roars because of the same reason. Those bears just got massacred. I have no idea why Xixi being so heartless, sending his units to their deaths. But regardless, it seems like this should be a quick 2-0 for Yumiko. Army supply is 27 versus 85. It's been a while since I've seen a complete 100 out of 100 army, but the game might end before that happens.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, yeah, nothing is actually happening. One more bear to the slaughtering grounds, and it will be quickly sliced up by those Spellbreaker slaves there. Should be GG, and looking at the progress bar, it doesn't be that far away for Xixi. Unless, of course, Yumiko somehow GG's out and gives Xixi a second chance at redemption. Okay, there we go. Yeah, nothing's really happening. I can't believe I talked about this for like the past, what was it, 4 or 5 minutes of nothing actually happening. Arm supply of 97, so Yumiko is actually very close to that 100 mark. Yet again, blizzards his own units. Tree of Eternity is on the way, but GG from Xixi, and that is going to be a very dominating game too. You can see it by the score. That is just crazy. Almost double the total score, which is definitely not something to scoff at. That's not easy, and that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this best 3 series here. I will hopefully try and cast relatively soon. I won't take too long. I need to redo my channel's logo and whatever else. So yep, I'll see you guys again next time. Take care.